Hello, Infernoble friends. So this is Gianfranco H here, and recently, the past Saturday, I went to locals to play Yu-Gi-Oh in real life. I've been playing only Dueling Book for like 2 or 3 years by now, so I managed to get the deck in real life. Shoutouts to Rich Lee, he helped me a lot with getting the cards that I was missing. Really great guy. So I went and I won. It was a 4 rounds local, pretty small, but hey, a win is a win. Especially when I have been playing, only online, so I thought it was going to be different, and it was indeed. I had to be more aware of the time of my opponents to avoid them cheating. I mean, nobody cheated, but you always have to be aware to not mess up the combo, to play fast, etc, etc. Anyway, so let's begin with the profile. A quick recap. So I won 2-0 against Chaos Max Turbo. Really nice guy, but he was playing for fun. 2-0. Then I went against Tri Brigade DPE. It was a really tight match. I mean, game 1 I FTK. He opened 2 Cosmic Cyclones in the main deck. I mean, against this it was there. Game 2 we completely bricked. Like, we opened like Cold Wing 001 and 3 non-engine, like 3 back row removal. And game 3 he opened, if I recall correctly, Droll, Imperm, Gamma. And we end on Imperm set, Gearfried, equipped, pass. So he only managed to make the PE, which Gearfried negate, and then back and forth a couple of turns. Gearfried took control of the DPE and I won. Third match was against Virtual World, Virtual Sword with Sword Soul. Game 1 he FTK me. He put Moje, reveal Gigi. So at that point I was like, if he's on the hybrid build, he's not playing Circle. So I imperm Moji. Then he starts extending with Italy, and Lulu, Chinlon, etc. He ended on 4 interruptions. The Trap Chuchi, Shenshen, Fleur, Baron, and Droplet. And I couldn't break that. Game 2, he had Ghost Ogre Nip, but we opened Broken. So we managed to... I mean, he also made a misplay. He let me summon Renault and grab back DDR. So thanks to that, I had a Threatening Herald for the Nibiru. So he had to nip. And then with the DDR, we summoned Gemba and made full combo. I ended on Charles, 1 Renegade, and Dolphin, Rip, Lily. So he had no starter. And game 3, I lanced him, he couldn't do anything. And then we opened like Colwyn and pretty bad cards, but we managed to get to the combo and OTK. And the last match, it was against the other undefeated guy who was on Virtual World, Pure. He won the dice roll, we Ash on Lulu, and he ended on Sight. I mean, Sight in Graveyard. And then an XYZ rank 6 that it was a bird. I don't remember the name, but he was like a sort of Fleur, because in the standby phase he could revive Sight and Sight locked me, and I couldn't do much. So I blindly scoop, and I think he didn't know I was an Infernoble. So game 2 he didn't open any side deck. We FTK pretty easily, pretty unfair, like we want to do. Last game of the tournament, he went first, he bricked. He just put like 4 back row, and it was like Imperm, Call by the Grave, and Bluff. So we got Imperm on Isolde, and because we didn't have too much gas, but we had a gear free in hand, we decided to just go into Hulky. And then Aurora Dawn, he Called by the Grave 001, but we OTK with Aurora Dawn, Cold Wind, that's 37. And then Gearfried, Blade, Roland, that's 43 with Gearfried effect. So yeah, we OTK. And that's okay. That's 5 minutes. That's the summary of the matchup. So let's begin with the deck profile. First of all, the main deck. I'm on 40 cards. So I decided to separate my deck list like I am playing on DB, and that's the engine requirement, the engine combo, the engine pieces like the engine extenders, starters, etc., and the non-engine. So for the engine requirement, we have this. The best engine requirement is Durandal. We gotta play 8 equips, but this is by far the best. This is extenders or starters or Monster Reborn. Then Gemba, the second best because he's a warrior. So yeah, if you are going to open one of the 11, you rather be one of these. Then we are playing the Living Fossil and 3 DDRs, which is, Unblade. So this is the 8 equips. DDR is really nice in the grind game. It can be Sol, it can be Charles, it can be Gearfried. So it can be a 1-card combo with setup. Nice top deck, but you need to get this in graveyard to make this good, or face an opponent that is going to banish your cards. And Fossil requires less setup, just making it solid pretty much. And then yeah, these that if you open, you just discard it. And then these two. So for me, Gemba is not a brick because that and Flint is full combo, but these two. So what's the issue? Sometimes I rather open Coldwind than 001 because this, at least it can be a discard fodder, and we have a combo to use this on the graveyard. But this, it has to sit in your hand, and that's kind of bad. I mean, sometimes you can normal summon it. Like if you open Red Layer Flint and then you make Isolde and mill 2 and they have Ash, they probably want Ash Isolde. So then they gonna Ash Halki and then you normal summon this and GG. Otherwise, if you have to discard this, then the backup plan is using Halki to summon like a hand trap, and then a hand trap with a level 4 to make power tool, and then you have the machine. But yeah, then you have to freestyle a lot. So sometimes I rather open Coldwind than 001, but you rather not see any of those. So that's the engine requirement. Now with the good cards, the cards that we want to open all the time, we have first Rhoda, because it's connector and more. We have then 3 connectors, which is the best normal summon in the deck and one of probably in the whole Yu-Gi-Oh currently. He forces hand traps. He gets her knowledge, etc. It's too good to be real. We gotta play that. Then this is kind of controversial. 3 Gearfrieds. Man, I think this is gonna be the thumbnail because Gearfried is so good. We gotta play 3. If you open one with 4 cards, like I don't know, any 4 random cards, you have a 74% chance, at least in my build, that one of these 4s is gonna make this live. How? Because you're playing Durandal, Heritage, Ogier, Rhoda, and Connector. I mean, Connector is 1 card Isolde. Isolde puts equips in graveyard, so yeah, 74%. So it's not that bad to make him live of 1 card. But if this is Red Layer and this is Flint, then this is also live. So it's too good not to be maxed out at 3. We are, we cannot search this with Durandal, Rhoda, or Heritage. So that's another reason why we max out. We wanna see this. And you could play Small World, but in this build I don't like it. I don't want a minus because this allows you to break boards. If they don't sidelock you, you could play through 4 interruptions in average, opening just engine, and with this maybe even 5. If you don't trust me, you can check the other videos in the channel where we like to break boards. So yeah, we max out on this. Also, we are playing a cool touch in the extra deck, and you rather hard open Gearfried to make it worthy. Then we play 3 Heritage, more Rhodas. Don't forget that we can grab from graveyard. So sometimes we can normal summon Ogier, dump a Renault. I mean, if we are on the draw, maybe we can like summon Isolde, mill 4 for Ogier. This recover Renault, summon Renault, recover an equip, and then you have like 2 tuners and then you can like go on from there. So yeah, it's pretty nice. They recovered from graveyard. And the second effect, so you have a Charles, the opponent dark rulers you, try to break your board. This can be grabbed back. In grand game scenarios, you could like just summon red layer in defense, Durendal. This get Durendal get Renault grab back Durendal, put Durendal to Renault. So if they wanna touch your life points, they gotta clear your field. If they clear Renault in battle, maybe you put Renault in attack as a bait, so you get damage, but you trigger both Durendal and this. So yeah, recovering this helps in the grand game. Don't forget it has a second effect, please. Then the other extenders we wanna draw are 3 red layer and 3 flints. You could play 2 flints. You wanna play 2 of these. Most of the time we mill 1 of Riser for the combo. And this, yeah, it could be 2, but we are playing 3 because we wanted consistency. And we wanted to, maybe normally summon a hand trap with these 2 to use the hand trap as the extender. So yeah, not much to explain. Play red layer also because in the grind game you can loop one with another. Then this makes opening gear or dolphin better, because you can tribute this to summon them and get the effects. Then Infernoble extenders, we're playing 3 Oliver to Renas. So we max out on this, but you could play 2. This also you could play 3, but we are playing 2. The thing is that this is like the more powerful when you want to break boards because it's a +1, but because of the 7 Rodas and power tool getting one of the Rodas, you shouldn't have problems with this. But Oliver helps a lot playing when Isol gets interrupted. Also you could like special red layer, normal Oliver, you have Synchro 9. That comes up for sure. That helps you beating floodgates like Goose and Match, Rivalry. Then because we play 3 Gear Frites, we like to open this to equip it to Gear Frit before Isolde or before Hulky. Not much to say. Oh, and this has a lot of synergy with Gear Frit and the test that we're playing. You will see in a bit. Then 2 more and that's it. For the engine. Dolphin and Ogier, normal summons that you rather not open because you want to open connector. Some people say this is like as good as connector, but let's be realistic. We are not playing 3 dolphins because we normal summon this. With discard 1, we see 5 spells, or we see a Nibiru or a Gemma. So, and then we only have 3 cards, and one of those has to be Flint. So yeah, it's not the ideal normal summon. It's good, don't get me wrong. Hand knowledge is like one of the best assets of the deck, but yeah, we rather not open this or Ogier. We rather search Ogier when we have Renault and we are breaking boards. But overall, yeah, they are needed. If you play Sublimation Knight, you could avoid Ogier, but we are not playing him because we are in 40. We felt the deck was tight, and to be honest, I am not comfortable with Sublimation because I haven't tested enough with the cards. But with Ogier, I know every combo line. So yeah, don't forget, tribute Flint, summon one of those and get their effects. That comes up. So that's 34 cards. The last 6 are generic, 3 Ash 3 Imperm. So because we are going for the first time to the locals, we have no idea what were the decks that we were going to face. So we wanted generic stuff. Also, this, if we go first, this works on the Herald. Like if we put like Gear Frit to make the small board of Gear Frit Charles Herald, at least with this we get like 4 interruption, and it's pretty nice when it's unknown. So yeah, that's it. Only 6 because also we were expecting more rogue than meta, so if we were not getting side block, then this was probably good to open. That's the 40 cards, that's the main deck. Now let's go to the extra deck. So I'm gonna do a little bit different of what everybody does. Instead of just showing you card by card, I'm gonna like explain the combo because the standard 2 warriors combo is pretty much the extra deck profile. You see, we make 2 warriors to then summon Isolde. We mill 2, summon Gemba. Isolde and Gemba, or Oliver or whatever tuner, goes into Halki. Halki summon 001, goes into Aurora, and summon tokens, summon Textbot, make the first power tool, grab Durandal or DDR. Even if you have 3/3 in deck, you could like show 2 and 1 so the opponent doesn't know what are you adding, because then the other one is for sure getting you the one that you need. You use second effect, summon Coldwind, then summon this. I mean, when we summon Coldwind, we summon the family. For me, the family is Coldwind token 001. Yeah, we make the second one, get the equip that we needed. So we have 1 Durandal, 1 DDR. This and Coldwind make Rekosak. Rekosak summon the family. Then we make Balmung. We use Rekosak effect to pop Balmung. Balmung summon Coldwind and summon the family. Then we make Riser. We mill Red Leia. So this level 2. This plus a token make Roland effect. Then this plus Coldwind get Charles. Then we use Blade to banish Balmung. And we use DDR, discard Blade, summon this. That triggers Charles, and then this gets pop. So then this summon Coldwind again, and we summon the family again. So we have this family and the Dracosac. We make Herald, then you use Durandal to get Renaud. Summon Renaud, get DDR, and then Renaud Coldwind into this twice. So the standard board is this with Roland in graveyard, so a pop and a gate and 2 hand rips. The second one could be like Dolphin if you want. And yeah, that's the standard. Then the 3 flex spots that are not flex by any means is second Isolde. Oops, you saw it. Yeah. Needed for grind game. If we go first and this gets goes Ogre and we have the second one, or if you get Gamma on the first effect. Sometimes you just go without adding. Summon Dolphin, get rid of Droll or Ghost Ogre, and then Dolphin and this to clear space. You summon the second Isolde and get the Surge. So yeah, I wouldn't play 1. I think 2 is needed. Unicorn, because you go second sometimes. And it's horrible to have like a lot of extenders. And then you just go this into Hulk, and Hulk get Imperm, and then you die. So you rather always at least bait 1 back row, and then with Charles you could bait another one, and then the MVP Fleur. So why Fleur? And why not Savage? Because Fleur has a crazy synergy with the deck. So I don't even know where to begin. Okay, so let's see. In your breaking boards, just a 2-card combo, Durandal Gearfried, because you are playing triple Gearfried, remember. So Durandal gets Renaud, summon Gearfried, summon Renaud, battle phase, threaten and interruptions. You can equip Durandal to Gearfried, because you know Renaud recovers, to threaten a second interruption. Then main phase 2, those 2 Synchro Zen, Fleur, pop something, they wanna use a hand trap or another back row to protect, you negate, you keep baiting stuff, and then summon like a Flint or a normal summon, because you didn't normal summon in this case, and then you make this and another warrior into Isolde. So yeah, this helps at the early stages, this helps in the grind game and in the freestyle, and sometimes in the combos. Like you can make like red layer connector, you make Isolde, you keep red layer on board, you mill 4, summon Oliver, then Oliver red layer into Charles to pop something to bait, then you special summon Renaud or Oliver to make Fleur to pop something, to negate something, then this and Isolde into Unicorn to keep baiting stuff. And later in the game you can DDR this back. I mean, just because this is warrior instead of savage, you can like combo, use Durandal second effect to revive, and then still go into this because it's a warrior, so you are warrior lock. You can put this instead of Charles in a lot of freestyle scenarios, and then you summon Balmung, and then this is a pseudo Charles, so this can pop Balmung and summon family. You can DDR this back and then get the pop, get the negate. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. You can use the effect to go into the extra deck and revive something. So if, let's say, this stopped an Ibiru at the end of your combo, and you have a Shooting Riser and a token. I'm sorry, this and a token. So standby phase, this summon this revive Riser, main phase 1, Riser token, summon this again to get the negate. This could revive like also a Gearfried, or Renault for follow-up, or Cold Wind to summon the family. So it has crazy synergy. Like, I can't stress that enough. When you have the Cold Wind combo with Cold Wind in graveyard, you go at one point you go Auroradon, the Dracosack, 3 tokens 001. You can then make this instantly, and then DDR back this, and then Dracosack this pop to summon family. It's crazy. In the regular combos, there are a couple of ways. In one, you don't need to Rendal or Renault, so you do the standard 3 interruptions board with Dracosack in the main monster zone, but you need to have in graveyard or banish Gemba and Oliver, level 2 tuner, level 4 tuner. So then you can end on these Herald Charles, which are pretty nice as 3 interruptions. Then in the standard Omega twice combo, instead of Omega twice, you could make Fleur. How? I'm not gonna explain the whole combo tutorial. I think that deserves another video, but short words. Renault and Charles make this, and DDR special summon Charles back. Yeah, pretty easy. So yeah, that's the extra deck. That's the potential of Fleur. I think the decks become really more resilient and strong going second when we play Fleur and 3 Gearfrieds. So you should definitely try it out on Dueling Book, and if you can afford it, in real life as well. So now we gotta go into the side deck. So the side deck, because we were playing 6 hand traps in the main, we needed more here. So I decided to side 3 Nibs and 2 of these. Double Droll, Double Lancia, Double Ogre. So the thing is, this was like mandatory pretty much, but this should have been 3 of any of those two, like 3 Ogre, 3 Lancia, 3 Droll, 3 Ogre. I decided 2-2-2 because it was my first time here and I had no idea what to expect, so I wanted variety to face any matchup. At the end, this was really good, and maybe this wouldn't be my second trio, so maybe I would have cut the roll. And yeah, that's it. After side with this and the Ash and Imperm, I think we could cover any matchup, any combo matchup. So now we should go for the back row removal. Oh, sorry, the anti-hand trap, of course, going first or against side X, side lock. And now the MVP. No, I'm just kidding. This could have been a Cosmic Cyclone, but I am selling these and I don't have Cosmic, so until I can sell these, why not play them? Yeah, I was expecting like Solemn Judgment or back row removal like standard, then 1 reboot, and then the 5th back row removal slot, ARF. So this has synergy with the deck. Obviously, we can play 4 of these thanks to a card that you may know as Heritage, because this search this. This can be an MST and then a Twin Twister, because this can be recovered. Yeah, it doesn't go well with the lingering normal trap effects like DDG, or also against floodgates, but overall against Judgment, against interruptions, maybe non-interruptions like Punishment, like Arbor, like any archetype interruption that we know. It's pretty nice. Also against interruptions like Imperm, Chalice, Droplets, etc. And because DPE is in the format, usually going second we equip this to the DPE so we don't commit anybody, and then we start lowering DPE attack and crushing the back row. Sometimes this baits DPE, so yeah, it's nice. There is a few combos that you should know if you play this card, like mill this, summon the Renault of Isolt, grab this, equip this to Isolt, so lower the attack, pop one back row, Isolt plus a body, make Unicorn, pitch your this Isolt ad, because in this combo you are not searching blade, but you got adapt. So then Unicorn chaining 1, this chaining 2, this equip to Renault, Unicorn spin the second back row. Now you use this again with the Renault to break the third back row. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I think this combo is better if instead of milling one, like you mill this and blade, summon Gemba, and then you use the Renault as your extender. Yeah, that makes much more sense. Because in that scenario, Renault is a tuner, you have blade, same idea. You bait 3 interruptions and Unicorn is chain block, and then Unicorn and Renault goes into Hulky. So yeah, you should keep that in mind. It's not mandatory, but because this was like locals, I was expecting Rogue. I decided that this would have been good, and it would have been, but it didn't. Because the only time that I'm opening it, I opened this and Coldwind Renault 001 against my Tri-Brigade matchup, and it didn't work. But it should in theory. So anyway, that was the side deck. So with that, I think we finished the deck profile. One thing that I should tell you is that if you wanna improve with the deck, please don't forget to watch my videos. I think I'm making a good effort in explaining theory and advanced stuff with Infernoble. Don't let your friends tell you that this can't go second, because it can. Yeah, of course it can. What else? Yeah, please try Fleur. It's a nice option. Big shout out to the Infernoble lab, especially Riley, because he came up with this idea first. I tested it out and it worked. So yep, I'm sticking with Fleur. Hopefully the ban list doesn't affect the deck list, you know, like hopefully Hulky survives. That's it. Please like, comment, etc, etc, etc. If you have any friends that told you that Infernoble can't be a good deck or can't compete with the meta, show him my high skill matches, please. And yeah, I think I don't have anything more to add. Peace. See you in the next video.